bombers off us?
We're on it, Victorum. Sit tight. 5, intercept those TIE bombers. We need to buy our crew some time.
Frisk and I will handle the rest of the starfighters.
I'm with ya.
Victorum, these bombers are coming in fast. You might want to activate turbo lasers.
No can do. Their ion weapons knocked out our systems. We were defenseless until you arrived.
Understood. We'll put an end to their bombing runs.
Thanks. I knew I liked you.
Okay, so here's some gameplay of me playing Star Wars Squadron in the Yacht VR chair. And one of the things about VR in general is immersion. Okay, so I see a lot of people playing with 3 screens on their table, you know, so they have a wide field of view. But when I see that, I always think, why not just get a VR headset? I mean, in VR, you have basically an infinite amount of screens. You are inside the game. You can look anywhere. And I think a game like Star Wars Squadrons is meant to be played in VR. When you're dogfighting and you're following somebody that you're attacking, what's cool about virtual reality is that you can look up and over your left shoulder in the cockpit. So you can't do that on the screen. And I'm not exactly sure how that affects the gameplay with people on PCs with monitors playing against a virtual reality player, because I feel like that's a big advantage, because I can keep my eye on you a lot longer than you can with the screen. But anyways, playing this in virtual reality with the Yacht VR chair is pretty much the ultimate setup. Because it does feel like you're in a spaceship, and it does feel like you're flying. So it's pretty awesome. So right now, in order to get movement in the game, I'm using a joystick function for the movement. Typically in games you have what's called telemetry data. So this is used in flight simulators and racing games. They send out information called, it's an output that's called telemetry data. And software developers for motion rigs, they can take that data and translate it into actual movement in the rig based on movement in the game. So in this case, I'm not using movement in the game right now. Basically, the movement is kind of one-to-one with what I move on my joystick. So if I use my Z-axis, that controls my yaw. If I move the controller left, that rolls left. Or if I move it right, it rolls right. I pull back, it pitches back. So on and so forth. So the movement right now is all joystick controlled. And the software I'm using to use the joystick is called Sim Racing Systems. Okay, so I bought the regular software for Sim Racing Systems for $50, and that includes a whole list of games. And if you want the joystick function, you have to do a $15 per year subscription. So $15 a year. You know, I was like, you know, that's not terrible. So I just signed up for it. And I guess I can cancel later on if I decide it's not for me. But you know, in order to play Star Wars Squadrons, you know, I had the chair ready. Might as well dish out the extra $15 so I can play the game with movement. And it was worth it because it is really awesome playing Star Wars Squadrons with the chair. So if they have telemetry data, though, they can do other functions, like if you crash into a spaceship, it will affect the movement of the chair, or when you accelerate, and so on and so forth. And it'll allow a lot more features in the game with the movement. So EA said they might do it. They said they wouldn't do it on the release. So in some forum, they said they were considering it, but we don't know if they're actually going to do it or not. So EA, if you're listening, please put out a telemetry data, because this game is one of the best flying games I think out there. Also, I'm looking at my chair there, and I realize my cable is drooping a little bit on the left side. So as I'm looking at it, my left eye kind of developed a twitch because it's really bothering me, but I've already fixed that. So if you're going to call me out on it, I got it already. I know the cable is drooping and it's terrible. I plan to do another video later on how I set up sim racing systems with the joystick function. for any Yavi or owners out there that are curious or kind of want a little bit of a tutorial on how to set this up. But for now, I'm just going to shut up and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
Shuttle group incoming. They have ties in tow.
Attack that!
Love to be the hero.
Hey, thanks!
We can't let a single shuttle board the Victoria.
Only one shuttle left. One shuttle is all they need.
On your way.
Quickly! We have a shuttle right on top of us!
Nice shot.
Imperial transports are done for. That's the last of those blasted shuttles.
Just in time. Systems are up. Time to fix the hyperdrive. Take out the Empire's carriers and buy us time, alright?
I'm calling in Y-Wing support. They'll lead a bombing run on those carriers. Don't let any TIE fighters near them. All right, Y-Wings are here. Vanguard, if we lose our bombers, we're done for. Take out those TIEs.
I'm breaking off to intercept their fighters.
I'll help out our bomber backup. Watch your tails. Those TIEs have missiles. Watch out behind you. You're safe. Y-Wing down.
Taking fire!
You're good now.
Fine. You have a tail. Take it down. Let's regroup with our bombers.
That's one carrier down.
Great start.
And the second carrier goes up in flames.
Beautiful work, Vanguard. Hyperdrive is almost ready. Can you buy us just a bit more time?
Don't worry, Vanguard has you covered. Squadron, take down the rest of these TIEs.
Enemies locked on.
Now run or I'll gun.
join you.
Great shooting!